Angel Reese seeks Caitlin Clark alliance as she spills bold money advice amid WNBA pay outcry. The salary conversation is real in the WNBA. After 2024's rookie class put the spotlight on the league, Caitlin Clark's salary of merely $76,000 inspired outrage. Her college rival, Angel Reese, was earning even less at $73,000, making significantly more from her brand endorsement deals. In a recent Instagram Live, the Sky Forward revealed that her salary actually isn't enough to even pay her rent. And while both Rookie of the Year contenders are villains in each other's stories, at least for fans, Reese recently wished for an alliance between the two. In an interview with Wall Street Journal, she says, "Me and Caitlin have been playing against each other since we were kids. But it was in fact the 2023 NCAA championship that LSU won that brought a record 9.9 million viewers to women's college basketball. And when Angel Reese pointed to her ring finger, the deal was sealed." These two were destined to be portrayed as lifelong rivals. And yet, talking about that moment, the Chi-Town Barbie says it was just a full-circle moment of how women are viewed when it comes to trash-talking. And it's okay in men's sports, so we're gonna normalize that in women's sports as well. It's just super competitive. We're both two great competitors. We brought a lot of fans to this league, and I thought we're gonna continue to do that, and one day hopefully we can be teammate. They did play together at the WNBA All-Star Game on July 20th, defeating Team USA by 117-109. We might see the pair at the LA Olympics in 2028 playing together for the country, but other than that, it might be difficult to say if they'll ever wear the same team jerseys in the W. Nevertheless, we might see them united in talking about the pay disparity in professional basketball someday. Reese also talks about how her nil career, where she stood at a whopping $1 million in valuation, helped raise the bar for college sports endorsements. Now being able to look back and look at what I did in my whole college career with NIL, being able to see how I was one of the highest paid women's players, and just players in college sports is something that's crazy. And the person managing all that is her mom. Reese reveals how her mom insists on checking my accounts, double-checking my accounts, not spending before I see the money, and just making the right investments. Well, that is one sound piece of advice. Interestingly, both Reese and CC have revealed an interest in the W, and not playing elsewhere just for heavier purses. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark's WNBA dream. Shaquille O'Neal picks Angel Reese as his favorite out of this competitive rookie duo, and thinks these two should not play on the same team. After all, nothing makes a player better than a rival to compete against. He also agrees that WNBA players should get similar contracts as what some of these NBA guys are making. But despite this gap, both Reese and CC say it's the W where they want to be. Not another league. Not for the money at least. "I think the WNBA was always my dream and where I wanted to go," Clark said per CBS. Even the Sky rookie told Wall Street Journal that putting her name in for the draft was a big decision for her, and neither has expressed an interest in playing overseas, even in the off-season. However, the Baltimore native will be appearing in the unrivaled league for her wish to play in the 3x3 format. Angel Reese reveals her WNBA salary doesn't cover her $8,000 a month rent. Chicago is one of the most expensive cities to reside in the United States, with Angel Reese revealing she's also a victim of those high costs, as her WNBA salary does not cover her $8,000 a month rent. Reese revealed her staggering monthly rent in an Instagram Live video, with her yearly salary with the Chicago Sky totaling $73,439. Living paycheck to paycheck is not out of the ordinary for someone right out of college and in their mid-20s like Reese. Reese choosing to live an extravagant lifestyle comes from her off-court activities and brand deals. The 22-year-old has partnerships including the candy brand Reese's Pieces, Tops, Beats by Dre, Goldman Sachs, and her own podcast. Being one of the biggest stars in the WNBA, those are likely lucrative deals. "Hating pays my bills, baby. I just hope you know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills," Reese said on Instagram. "Literally, I'm trying to think of my rent for where I stay at. I'm gonna do the math real quick. I don't even know my salary. Yo, I'm living beyond my means. No, my rent is more than that. It's $8,000. I'm living beyond my means. There are surely nice places to live in the Windy City that would not cost Reese $96,000 per year." Reese pays more than 4 times the average for a one-bedroom apartment in Chicago, with the median price being $1,847, Per Apartments.com, Reese will not have a massive salary jump next season either, increasing her annual rate with the Sky to $74,909. The soon-to-be WNBA sophomore clearly has a financial advisor or makes enough money from her brand deals to not have to worry about handing over nearly $100,000 in rent per year. Although many have criticized the WNBA for the salaries they pay those on their respective teams, Reese has shown one model for how to live a life of excess while still playing in the league. In a striking revelation, Chicago Sky rookie sensation Angel Reese has taken to social media, expressing her frustration over the financial constraints of playing in the W. In a viral Instagram live video which has amassed over 1.6 million views, Reese candidly stated, "The WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all," igniting discussions about player compensation in the league. As the 7th overall pick in the recent draft, Reese inked a 4-year, $324,383 rookie contract with the Sky. This year, her earnings totaled $73,439, with future salaries anticipated to increase, peaking at $93,636 in her final season, pending team options. Experts predict that by the time her deal concludes, WNBA salaries could see a substantial boost thanks to a newly negotiated media deal. Earlier this year, the WNBA secured an 11-year, nearly $3 billion multimedia agreement with Disney, Amazon Prime Video, and NBC Universal, reflecting the league's growing popularity and the influx of lucrative revenue sources. Alongside Reese, the league has welcomed a wave of talent, notably the much-anticipated Caitlin Clark, whose contract with the Indiana Fever is slightly higher at $338,056. The relative modesty of WNBA salaries has compelled many players to seek opportunities overseas during the offseason, while stars like Reese and Clark are cashing in on significant endorsement deals. The rivalry brewing between these two standout rookies dates back to last year's NCAA championship, where Reese, then with the LSU Tigers, celebrated a victory over Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes in dramatic fashion, pointing to her finger and mimicking Clark's signature celebration. This dynamic rivalry has emerged as a compelling narrative in the WNBA, especially as Clark became the #1 overall pick, and Reese the #7. Their presence has drawn record crowds and television ratings, further validating the excitement surrounding women's basketball. Both Reese and Clark have shattered numerous records in their inaugural season, evoking parallels to the iconic Magic Johnson-Larry Bird rivalry of the 1980s, which revitalized the NBA during its struggles. Drawing a nostalgic comparison, Johnson remarked on social media that Caitlin and Angel are now doing the